it's Marine. Welcome back to my little English page. So today is our usual weekly listening practice / meeting. We have another special teacher today. I'll let you know in just a minute, but I see we have quite a few of you already here, guys. So I see Lolly and Sheriff. We're speaking in French for a little bit. That's quite cool. How are you guys? We also have, who else is here? Serge is here as well. I think Krishanu. Yeah, Krishana's here as well. Awesome. Hi, Mohammed. How are you? Okay, so I see, Sheriff, you think I'm going to Egypt this summer? I wish, but I don't think it's happening though. Alright, so how are you guys? Today is Saturday morning. You know, it's a fairly chilled, relaxed day. We are still doing a little bit of listening practice. But again, this type of live is a lot more relaxed. We're going to listen to a teacher. This lovely teacher, so I told you last week that it was a he, and that he was American. So he has also prepared a little listening tip for us and a few things about him so that you get to know this teacher a little bit. But I have a feeling that you already know this teacher. Last time his name came up in the comment section, so I think you'll know him. Alright guys, so before we get started, as you know, we have our little usual routine. You could become a patron. So what does that mean? That means that you just get me a little cup of coffee at www.coffee.com, and so that makes you the patron of the week. This is a little coffee. It's a contribution that will go towards buying new materials, new lights, new mics, creating more content, improving the content, getting new software, just everything I can do to make the lessons and the lives better. That also gives you a big shout out on Saturday morning, which is today. And I am very, very pleased to tell you guys that we also have a lovely patron this week, and it is Emily. Emily, I think, is a teacher. She was thanking me for one of the videos that I make for teacher training, sharing some activities. So if we have other teachers watching this lesson, please feel free to make a request in the comment section. It's been a very long time since I've made any kind of teacher training video. So if you're up for it, if you want one in particular, you have a specific topic in mind, let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, so we are going to do, as usual, a little bit of listening practice. Then we'll do a little bit of vocabulary, the vocabulary that is in the fable itself. And we will do a little bit of comprehension. Now, before we start, in case you're new, all of these listenings are based on fables. A fable is basically a very short story that has something to teach you at the end. There's something to learn from the story. There's usually a moral at the end of the story. And that's what we'll have a look at today. Okay. All right. So, Egypt, Marine wants to teach and live here. Well, yeah, I know, but can't be everywhere at the same time. I mean, the internet is you teaching everywhere at the same time, so I guess it is the same. Oh, Sheriff has a good guess. Yes. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, so let me introduce you guys to today's teacher. And yes, as some of you have already guessed, it is Will from Ask Teacher Will. So as I said, Will has an American accent. It is the first time we have an American accent in this series, so this is going to be a little bit challenging. Now, you'll notice that the recording of the fable is a little bit shorter than usual because Will speaks fast. So you might not find it as hard to fill in the gaps, but he speaks quicker, so it might be a little bit more challenging to follow along. We'll see. You'll let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys? Hi, EEU. You have a difficult name to pronounce, just so you know. Okay. So Will has a little video for us. He's going to let us know a little bit about him, who he is, what his channel is, and we also have a lovely tip that he is going to share with us. So I hope you'll find it very useful. It's about 2 minutes. Again, later on I will add the subtitles, so you'll be able to go back and watch if you found it a bit challenging to follow along. I've tried to increase the volume of the audio. I think it's okay. Let me know if it's not. If not, just, turn the volume up to the max. All right, guys? Yes, Maureen, we're ready. Yay! Okay. So let's go, guys. Ready? Listen to Teacher Will.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Teacher Will, and I am an English teacher. Before I was an English teacher, I actually was in the world of business, and then I finally found my passion for teaching. So if you want to know more about me, I'm on different social media, Snapchat, Instagram, and I'm also on YouTube as _Teacher Will. And I like to have videos focused on using language and using the English language in everyday experience. So check me out. You'll see a lot of different videos there. Some on phrasal verbs, some on communication, some on idioms. But this year, I'm focusing on insight videos. And what is insight? Insight is a deeper appreciation for something or someone. So if you go to my YouTube channel as _Teacher Will, you'll see people from all over the world speak English and using the language in a practical way. By watching insight videos, hopefully it will inspire you to believe that you can learn English. Now, with that being said, I want to give you one listening tip that I think is extremely important in terms of helping you improve your listening skills. And that is to ask questions. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you and I are involved in a conversation and we're talking. And a way to ask questions is to verify and summarize that you have and you understand the information. So, listening tip, ask questions, and then when you ask questions, you can summarize. Thank you very much, and I'd like to thank Teacher Maureen, my little English page, for inviting me to participate in this wonderful exercise. Teacher Maureen, continued blessings and continued success. You're doing a wonderful job. Bye.
All right, so this was Teacher Will. If you don't know him yet, please make sure that you go check out his channel. I've put a link in the description below, a direct link to his channel. So please make sure you check it, especially his latest series, the series on insights, where it's mostly focused on people telling their story. So this is really, really good for you guys to work on your listening. Okay, guys? So again, thank you, Will, for doing this for us. I'm really excited to see how everybody does with this activity. Ha 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 ha. All right, guys. So yeah, I see a few of you have questions about Will. So somebody asked if Teacher Will was a Muslim. No, I don't think so. He does live in Saudi Arabia, but I don't think Will is a Muslim. I don't think so. Okay. All right. So let's get started, guys. Today's fable is called The Farmer and the Snake. So I'm pretty sure you're familiar with what a farmer is and what a snake is. Just in case, I'm going to show you again. So here we have two farmers. They are picking up grapes, I think. And this is an example of a snake. Okay? Good. All right, so shall we get started on the activity today? Yes. So this is the time for you guys to grab a pen and a paper, because if you're not very good with typing and you don't want to use the comment section, that is fine, but it's better for you guys to have something where you can write down your answers. So take a second, go grab a pen and a paper. While we're waiting for everybody to do that, make sure that you give the video a big thumbs up. Do it. Thumbs up, do it now. Alright guys, so, again, giving you a second. Let me know in the comment section when you're ready to start, guys. Okay, Are you ready? For those of you, if we have anybody who is new here today, just so you know, there is a slight delay between the moment you send your comment and the moment I receive it. So, in case you're commenting and I'm not reacting straight away, that's normal. It is because I don't see the comments straight away. But I do want to encourage you to comment as much as possible in the comment section, as long as it's focused on the topic of the lesson. And I see some of you are talking about something else in the comment section, but I'll allow this time. But please make sure you do comment in the comment section, because this is what makes the live more fun, more interactive. So please do. Okay, I think everybody's ready. Fantastic. Let's get started.
One winter, a farmer found a snake stiff and frozen with cold. He had compassion on it, and taking it up, placed it in his bosom. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth, and resuming its natural instinct, bit its benefactor, inflicting on him a mortal wound. "Oh!" cried the farmer, with his last breath, "I am rightly served for pitying a scoundrel." The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful.
Okay, so as I said, this recording is a little bit shorter than usual. The text was not as long, and Teacher Will speaks fairly quickly, so I hope this is not too challenging. Let me know in the comment section how this went. Of course, don't worry, I'm going to play it again several times. We'll play it again as it is, and then I'll play it again, stopping it several times between sentences to give you time to really write down your answers and think about it. Okay? Good. All right, so shall we play it one more time, guys? I think so. So let's play it once, just as it is, again.
One winter, a farmer found a snake stiff and frozen with cold. He had compassion on it, and taking it up, placed it in his bosom. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth, and resuming its natural instinct, bit its benefactor, inflicting on him a mortal wound. "Oh!" cried the farmer, with his last breath, "I am rightly served for pitying a scoundrel." The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful.
Okay, so how was that? The second time, was it a little bit better? So I see Sheriff says he loves the American accent. I think we tend to prefer the American accent because it is the accent we're the most familiar with because of TV, movies, the radio. Most of what we hear in English is an American accent. And I think that's why people also find it easier. I don't think it's easier than a British accent, but again, we are way more familiar with those accents. So, makes it easier to understand, doesn't it? Think so. Okay, all right. So Sheriff is already writing some answers. Stiff, taking it up, its natural instinct, his last breath, ungrateful. Okay, I see a few good things here, guys. Well done. Okay, Cristiano is also writing some answers. Ungrateful, good, very good. Okay, now my favorite accent, Sheriff. I don't know if I have a favorite accent. There are so many. I do like British accents. There's many in England, in the UK, everywhere, but I don't know, it sounds cool. I don't know, I like the glottal stop, you know, the butter instead of butter or butter. Butter. I think it sounds cool. Okay, good. So Sergi's also writing some answers. Good, guys. Okay, so this time I'm going to play it again, but I'm going to try and stop in between slides, okay? Let's do this.
One winter, a farmer found a snake stiff and frozen with cold. He had compassion on it, and taking it up, placed it in his bosom. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth and resuming its natural instinct, bit its benefactor, inflicting on him a mortal wound. "Oh!" cried the farmer with his last breath, "I am rightly served for pitying a scoundrel." The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful.
Okay, how was that? A little bit easier when I stopped it? Let me know if you'd like me to play it one more time, okay? Let's see. So Krishanu is saying he prefers the Cockney accent. I think you need to check out Papa Teach Me then. I think he does the Cockney accent a lot in his videos, I think, if I'm correct. So check it out, definitely. Okay. So yeah, you're surrounded by British accent. You sound more American though. You know what? I think today I probably sound more American because I've just heard Teacher Will speak with an American accent and I tend to mimic what I hear. So it's true that I'm surrounded by a lot of British people, so my accent tends to go a little bit more towards British English. But if I hear another accent, straight away, bim, I just switched to American, especially since I lived in the US, so that had a really, really big influence on my accent, on, the development of my English, my accent. So this is something that will be there forever, I think. But I'm not bothered. I don't mind having a mix of accents. As long as people understand, that is what matters, guys. Okay? Alright, so... Okay, Sergio is saying that he prefers the Canadian accent. Yeah, it's kind of like an in-between. The same with the spelling. They have some British spelling and some American spelling. They really are the in-between, I think. Quite right. Okay, so let's do it one more time and then we'll listen to the answers. Okay? Let's do that.
One winter a farmer found a snake stiff and frozen with cold. He had compassion on it, and taking it up, placed it in his bosom. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth, and resuming its natural instinct, bit its benefactor, inflicting on him a mortal wound. "Oh!" cried the farmer with his last breath, "I am rightly served for pitying a scoundrel." The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful.
Okay, time to have a look at the answers, guys? Yeah, okay, let's correct.
One winter a farmer found a snake stiff and frozen with cold. He had compassion on it, and taking it up, placed it in his bosom. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth, and resuming its natural instinct, bit its benefactor, inflicting on him a mortal wound. "Oh!" cried the farmer with his last breath, "I am rightly served for pitying a scoundrel." The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful.
Okay, guys, so how was that? Do you need me to play it one more time? I've noticed not really a mistake, but a lot of you wrote instinct, which is the way Teacher Will said it, but there should be an S. There should be instincts. It's natural instincts, okay? Alright, so should I play one more time? Let's do it one more time just in case, and then we'll move on to the vocabulary side of the lesson, okay? Let's do this.
One winter a farmer found a snake stiff and frozen with cold. He had compassion on it, and taking it up, placed it in his bosom. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth, and resuming its natural instinct, bit its benefactor, inflicting on him a mortal wound. "Oh!" cried the farmer with his last breath, "I am rightly served for pitying a scoundrel." The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful.
Okay, good job, guys. So hello, animator David. I think it's the first time I see you here, so nice to meet you. Okay, guys, so yeah, a lot of you had the right answer, so that's great. Very, very good, guys. Sheriff, you said 4 out of 6. I think there's actually 7. I think it's actually 7. Okay, good job, guys. So we're going to move on to vocabulary now. We're going to have a look at some of the most challenging words that I found in the fable and have a look at synonyms or definitions. Again, I want you guys to participate and write what you think those words mean in the comment section. Okay? Alright, so let's have a look at the first one. The first word was stiff. Stiff. So let me read you the sentence with this word. Stiff. 1 second. I need to find the text again. Okay. It was... One winter, a farmer found a snake stiff and frozen with cold. Stiff and frozen with cold. So what does stiff mean? Okay? What do you think? Stiff. Stiff. What could it be? Again, guys, remember there's a slight delay between the moment you comment and the moment I receive. Okay? So I see animator David got 5 out of 7. Okay. 4 out of 7 for Sheriff. Good. Okay, animator David is saying stiff is the opposite of soft. Yeah, pretty much. Good. Good, good, good. So let's write down. The word that I chose here is rigid. It could be hard as well. Stiff. Okay, so in this case, they're referring to the snake. It's all cold and hard because it's freezing. Okay, very good. Rigid, not flexible, works as well. Good job, guys. Well done. So our next word today is take someone up. This one is probably going to be a little bit more challenging. Let's read the sentence again. Okay. He had compassion on it and taking it up, placed it on his bosom. He had compassion on it and taking it up, placed it on his bosom. So what could it mean here? Taking it up. Take it up. So in general, when you take someone up, when you take something up, it means you start a new activity. For example, last year I took up yoga. It's not true, but that gives you an idea, okay? It means I started doing yoga. Here, he didn't really start doing anything, did he? No. So what is the meaning here? Save him, lifting it, giving him a hand. Okay. It's not the literal meaning here. He's also doing this action of taking it and putting it here, of course. But it's not the actual meaning of take up something, okay? So the meaning that I chose is to adopt as a protege. For example, when you take someone in, okay, you protect them, you're going to protect them, okay? Protege is a French word which means protected, okay? A person, if he is your protege, is a person you take under your wing and you decide to protect them and take care of them. So that's what it means in this particular case, okay? I stopped hiking. I haven't been hiking in a while, that's true. I should go back, definitely. Okay, the next word was bosom. Bosom. So that was right after it, okay? And taking it up, placed it on his bosom. What could it mean? To take something up, the opposite of give up. Pretty much, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, could work that way. So, what about bosom? What is it? So, he's placing it on his bosom. So, it's probably somewhere on his body. But which part of the body do we refer to with bosom? Bosom. Any idea? Yes, the chest. Exactly. So, he took the snake and put it here. Very good, Lolly. Great. So, yeah, he's just trying to warm him up on his chest. Okay? Good. Not shoulder. Is this area, the chest. It's the chest. That's what it refers to. Good. Next, so yeah, the chest. That's what it is. Next word, that's an easy one. That's a very easy one. Revive. What is it to revive someone? So let's read the sentence. The snake was quickly revived. So remember, the snake was all cold and hard and it was dying. And then he suddenly, the farmer takes the snake and puts him on his bosom to revive him. So what is it to revive? Revive. There's vive in it. In French means to live, vivre, okay? So what could it be? Re means again. So, yeah, he's a kind farmer. Too good though. Too good. Resurrect, pretty much. Yeah, okay. Heal, in this case, I guess it is kind of like heal, yeah. But resurrect, to make him live again, good. Be healthy and fit again. Yes, so it is either to restore life. In this case, it's probably to restore the snake's consciousness. Okay, you can't really bring something or someone back to life, but the snake was, about to die. He was unconscious, and then by getting all that warmth from the bosom of the farmer, he's like, whoo, I'm back. I'm alive. Okay? Good. He made him recover. The next word that I chose, guys, is to resume. To resume. So let's read the sentence. Okay. No, I'm not bringing Jesus in here. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth and, resuming its natural instincts, bit its benefactor. Okay? You guys are silly. So, we're reviving the snake. That's it. Nothing else. So let's start again. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth and, resuming its natural instincts, bit its benefactor. Blah, 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 blah. So, what do we mean here by resume? Resume. Any idea? Any guesses? I don't think it's a word we've seen yet. So, but okay. So Sheriff is saying start over. Okay. Guessing? No. No. Yes, Celine Dion's I'm Alive. So, it's not guessing. Start over is pretty close. It's good. That's pretty much it. It's the natural instincts were going back to him. Yes, okay. He was like, oh, I was dead and sad, but now, I'm back to being me. So, wait, I'm a snake. What do snakes do? They do this and that. So he resumed his instinct. They started again. They started over. Okay, they just started happening again. Start, okay. Resume is to go on. Yeah, go on. Very good. Well done, guys. Now, there's this idea that something stopped and starts again or begins again, okay? Resume, you do it over. There's that like revive, okay? That indicates again it's starting. Good. So then the next word that I chose was inflict. Inflict, to inflict something. Let's have a look in the text. It was... So, and resuming its natural instincts, bit its benefactor, inflicting on him a mortal wound. Inflicting on him a mortal wound. Marine, would you please respell the instincts? Did I spell that incorrectly? Instincts. That's the word. Instincts? Oh, I guess I should have chose this word to explain. I just assume you guys knew. The relative pronoun would be its, like this. Because it's an animal, you don't say his. But that's what it is. Instincts. So that goes back to before we were humans and we were animals. So for example, when an animal... Okay, let's take dogs. My dog, Winston. Winston is a dog, so he behaves like a dog. when he sees a dog who is a bit angry at him, his instinct, his natural reaction is to step back, be a bit scared and move away. So an instinct is basically, a natural reaction, something you don't necessarily control, but that's, I think, if I remember correctly, it's something that's basically genetic memory. Your genetic remembers how to behave. Or your instinct when you see someone, you're in a dark alley and there's someone at the other end, your first instinct is to go the other way. Okay, it's something you can't really explain, but that's what your body's telling you to do. Okay? The pronunciation, it's a difficult word to say. It's instincts. Instincts. It's very difficult. It's instincts. I think it's easier with his instincts than it's. But yeah, I'm messing this one up, aren't I? Okay, well, let's go back to the word inflict, guys. So again, it was inflicting on him a mortal wound. To inflict, what is it? So Cristiano is saying instinct is your soul's voice. That's a nice way of putting it. Okay. To inflict pain, to cause pain. Very good. To inflict, sorry, I can't speak today, is the actual word that I chose. I chose to cause. Okay, so if you inflict pain, inflict injury, you're causing pain or causing injury. Okay? Very good. Next one, we have the word wound. Wound. What is a wound? Okay, he inflicted a wound, the snake inflicted a wound on the farmer. So what did he do to the farmer? We know that he bit him. What happens when you bite? Like, not us, because when we bite, we don't usually break the skin. But the snake has very, very sharp fangs. Okay, they're very pointy, very sharp. So what are we going to do? What happens when... Sorry, I'm messing it up again. So when the snake bites, it causes a wound because it has broken the skin, okay? Hurt, yes. It's actually a bit more than just hurt. It means the skin has to be broken. So either if it's a cut, a bite, a tear, but the skin has to be broken, has to be, exactly, it causes to bleed. Okay, but let's say somebody punches me in the nose and I start bleeding. This is not a wound. But if somebody punches me in the nose and here it's cracked and the skin is open, then this is a wound. Okay? Okay. So bruise is similar to wound. Kind of. The difference with a bruise is there is bleeding, but it's inside the skin. I think I have a bruise somewhere. Can you see this? This is what remains of a bruise here. Okay? When you get a hit and then there's blood under your skin, but it's not coming out. If it's a wound, then it comes out. It's open. Okay? Yeah, a cut exactly could be one as well. Good. Oh, thank you. Oh, guys, Aaron made me a coffee. What a sweet boyfriend. Ha ha ha. And it's an iced coffee, guys. Yay! All right. So, Sheriff, the scar would come after the wound. When it heals, the wound, the way the skin heals and it kind of gets back together, that forms a scar. And the skin is usually a little bit silvery and shiny and very, very soft. It's a different texture. That's the scar, but that comes after the wound. You have to have a wound first. Good. Exactly, Lolly. Injury caused by the snake's bite. Very good. Wound is made by some weapons as well. If you get shot, you get a gun wound. Okay, very good. Yes. Thank you, guys. Oh, Krishanu, I have bruises all over because I'm very clumsy and I bump into everything. My legs are covered in bruise because I'm always hitting the side of the bed. I never miss it. Every time I walk past the bed, bam! So I'm covered in bruises, but that's just normal because I'm clumsy. Okay, guys, so yeah, a wound is an open injury. Okay, remember there has to be blood. Good. All right. Such a kind boyfriend he is. He's a sweet bee. Okay, guys, so then we have last breath. Literally the last one, you understand, and breath. So what do we mean by that? When the farmer is on his last breath. Okay, metaphorically, what does it mean? Clumsy? Clumsy, what does clumsy mean? Well, I'm always bumping into things, or I push things and they fall, or, you know, I'm walking past the door and I don't see the door and I go like that. I fall a lot. That's clumsy, okay? All right, so last breath. What does it mean, the last breath? What is that? So again, if it is his last breath, what's going to happen after that? What's going to happen? Yes, exactly. He's dying. Absolutely. He is dying. Good. It's the time before he dies. Absolutely, Sergi. It's his deathbed. Good. Because if he stops breathing, what happens? You die. So exactly. Good job. After the last breath, you die, lolly. Reckless, clumsy. I don't know if I'm reckless, but I'm definitely clumsy. Okay, good. So it's the moment before dying. Okay, that's his last breath. Sheriff is clumsy as well. Yay, high five. We can be clumsy together. Okay, then there was an interesting word. There was a very interesting word. It's kind of an old word. I think older people still use it, but it's not as common. A scoundrel. What is a scoundrel? Scoundrel. So let me read the sentence again. I'm rightly served for pitying a scoundrel. I am rightly served for pitying a scoundrel. So rightly served, I didn't write it in the as a word to explain. It means I deserve this, okay? I deserve it. That's what it means, rightly served. But what is a scoundrel? So who do you think the scoundrel refers to? Does it refer to the farmer or does it refer to the snake? That's the first question you need to ask yourselves. Who is the scoundrel? It's the snake, right? So, what can we deduct from that? What is it? Who is the scoundrel? It's the snake. Why is he a scoundrel? Because he's behaving badly. And he kind of tricked the farmer, right? The farmer helped him, and in the end, he just kills him. So, not a favor. No, it doesn't mean a favor. Doesn't mean kindness. No. Nope. A miserable snake. Okay, we're getting closer. No, Sheriff, it refers to the snake. Ungrateful. Okay, so that's one of the words that comes up after. Basically, a scoundrel refers to a type of person. A person who's very dishonest, a rogue, somebody who cheats, somebody who deceives, just a bad person, not someone you want to be around, okay? Because if you help someone and then they attack you after, they didn't deserve your help. So that's what happened to the farmer, okay? And there's one more word I have added because I thought it was useful to understand a little bit more the moral of the story. It is the word bind. Bind. So let me read that last sentence again. The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful. The greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful. So obviously the ungrateful refers to the snake. But what does it mean to bind the ungrateful? Well, first, let's have a look at the meaning of bind itself. Do you have any guesses to what it could mean? Bind? No, I think that one's a bit more challenging. So it means to secure. It can mean to attach as well. In this case, it's a little bit more closer. It's closer to secure. Contain, okay, that's a good one as well. Scoundrel, the scoundrel is unkind, a freaking being. Okay, yes. I appreciate that you didn't use the F word, but you used freaking, so that's good. Okay. To hold, yes, can be that as well. Good job. What else? What else? Any other guesses? Gain his heart. Okay, so you're getting onto the actual meaning here. You're saying to gain his heart. Yes, because when we say the greatest kindness will not bind the ungrateful. So now we're kind of moving on to the understanding of the moral, guys, okay? So the greatest kindness, here refers to the farmer saving the snake's life. There's nothing bigger that you can do than to save someone's life, right? I mean, if you don't have, if you're dead, there's nothing else you can do. So this is the biggest thing someone can do for you, to save your life, okay? So, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Animator David here. Okay. Let's go back, guys. Sorry, got distracted. So yes, what do we mean here? What is the moral of the story to understand, guys? So somebody did something really, really good, and then it didn't bind the ungrateful. So my understanding here is, if someone is bad or someone behaves badly, sometimes there's nothing you can do, because that's how they are, that's who they are, and they're not going to change. And here, the nature of the snake is to bite, okay? Well, in this case, it's not even that he's ungrateful, it's just who he is, it's his nature. But there's no point trying to help him, because in the end, that's who he is. He is going to kill the man, okay? So that's how I understand it. What do you understand here, guys? What do you get from this moral? And let's see if we could apply that, for example, to real life. How could we, picture this moral into something more realistic, something we could experience in real life, for example? I can think of, for example, I don't know, let's say someone you grew up with that you were really close to, and you've grown very, very different, and this person does loads of bad choices. They make bad choices, and you try to help them, but it kind of bites you in the bum. That's an expression, but I should be using the A word. Okay? So yeah, in this case, there's no point helping the person, because they are going to betray you or be mean to you, and it's just you, putting a lot of effort into something that is just going to be your downfall. Downfall? Do you know this word? Okay, so let's see. The moral is that it's very stupid to warm snakes on your chest. That's a great moral, Sergi. Absolutely. Okay, good. Life is unfair, lolly. Yes, okay. That's another way of seeing it. Don't help scoundrels. Okay, good. Don't put your kindness into a desert, or don't make favors to ungrateful guys. Good, yes. Dave meant to oift them up and heal their wounds. Yes, the kindness was not appreciated. They didn't realize that without this person, it would have been trouble, but yeah. Good. Okay, perfect. So yes, that's I think what we can understand from it is, sometimes you help, but it's not worth it. Okay? You have to think about yourself. Self-preservation is also very important. Self-preservation. Ooh, Lolly, yours is very dark. Your understanding, very dark. You can't escape your fate. Oh, that's so sad. I hope we can. I hope you make your own fate. That's much better, much more interesting. That you make your own fate. All right, guys. So, it's the popular expression in Ukraine. Okay. Interesting. I love to hear expressions, you know, in different languages and see how different they can be. I think it's really, really interesting. It's like, you know, for example, the expression "it's raining cats and dogs," which, to be honest, guys, is not that used. It's not that common. Some people still use it, but it's not the most common one. Where in France, we say it's raining like a pissing cow. So there's, you know, very different variations of idioms and expressions in all languages. And I think this is really fun and really interesting. Oh, hi, Teacher Will. Teacher Will is in the place. Hello, hello. Exactly, self-preservation. Do you first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lolly's goth. Yeah, Lolly's dark. So as you can see, Will, we have some people who really, really appreciated the American accent. You were our very first American guest on the show, so thank you so much. That was really appreciated. Most of you guys, I think out of 8 gaps, more or less. So just so you know, Will, the gaps were between 1 and 3 words, and most people got around 4, 5, so that's a pretty good number. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright, so yeah, guys, if you have any questions for Teacher Will, since he's in the comment section, please go ahead. Now, I've told you before, but I will say it again. Make sure that you check Will's channel. I've put a link in the description below, so please go ahead, do a little click. And then, of course, you gotta press the subscribe and the bell button. That's really important. Okay, guys? Oh, don't worry, Will. No biggie. Absolutely. Then, okay, so Sergio's saying the moral is that some people don't appreciate kindness and some people don't deserve it. I think that's also important to say. Very good. All right, Sheriff is in love with American pronunciation. Will, okay. Oh, it was my pleasure, Will. I was really, really happy to have you as our first American accent on the show. And hopefully maybe we'll do more in the future. But not saying anything. Ooh, Sherry has an interesting question. Best way to speak like an American champ. Well, to be honest, guys, you definitely should check Will's also Instagram, because he posts a lot of videos and does a lot of lives. But Will really likes to work on pronunciation as well. So make sure that you do check that out, because it could help. And also, I think, Will, you're easy to understand, even though you don't necessarily speak very fast or very slow. I think you're easy to understand. So I like that. Me likey. Alright, guys, so we're going to move on to the bye-bye slide. Bye-bye slide. Okay, so as you know, before we go, you could become the patron of this week's patron. Just like Emily, that I did a big shout out for earlier, you could become the patron of the week. How? Super easy. All you have to do is get me a coffee, just like Erin did. And then you go to www.coffee.com, do that there, and I will be eternally grateful. You will also get a big shout out on our Saturday live. That's the deal, guys. And just so you know, these little contributions will go towards improving the content overall, either through creating more content or either through getting, new lights. I've told you guys I need new light bulbs for my lamps, my lights. Or yeah, just improving the content in general, like buying new software. There's always new things that are needed, guys. All right. Just a little heads up. The next live, we are back on Facebook. Next week on Tuesday. I forgot to write the time, so it's on Tuesday the 9th, and I'm going to add at what time do I do it at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. GMT plus too, okay? So I hope you guys will be very many. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I think I'm officially supposed to do day 5 or 6 of my little marathon, which was why you're not improving in English and what you can do to improve, okay? Okay, all right. So Cristiano is saying more French. Okay. Oh, you want a French live? Oh, that's an interesting idea. Maybe I could do that. Interesting. Okay, I like that. Thank you, Sheriff. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you coming. Thank you so much, Will, for joining us a little bit during the live. You didn't have to, but I really appreciate that. Thank you for participating and helping me help more people learn English. This is just awesome. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, keep on learning. Also, just so you know, like last time, I'm going to put a little slide right now to put my little end screens and stuff after. So don't mind me. Just keep on learning. Bye-bye, guys. See you soon. See you on Tuesday on YouTube and Tuesday on Facebook, Thursday on YouTube. Bye! Also, I'm going to be posting a vocab vlog tomorrow. This is a series that I started last summer, that I only did in summer, where where I am, I'm going to make a little video on something that I am experiencing. It's only focused on vocabulary, so either an idiom, an expression, a word, but it is related to what I'm experiencing at the moment. And those videos are very short. They're max 3 minutes, I believe. So it's really cool if you just want a quick little a nugget of information. That's the perfect series for you guys. All right, that's it. I'm leaving now. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, keep on learning. Bye! So guys, if you are curious and you want to hear me speak French, my native language, make sure to check the video that I released last week on how to pronounce the alphabet.